Welcome to this tutorial, everyone. This is AP Media. Today I'll be doing a breakdown of this flyer design. It's a birthday design that I did for a friend, and it's quite a simple design actually, but of course there's a whole lot going on behind the scene before we could arrive at this beautiful yet simple design. Okay, so I'll be doing a breakdown on the design. Now, if this is the first time you're coming across my channel, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and if you have any question for me, you can drop it in the comment section. This is AP Media. On this channel I do graphic design tutorials using Photoshop, using Adobe Photoshop majorly, but I share other tips that relates to graphic design in the media space generally. Okay, so with that said, let's get started. Going to be turning off all the layers of this design, and I'll be reviewing the layers one after the other, and I'll be explaining the concept behind the things I did in the layer. So if you can see from my right hand side here, you can see the layers of the design. Okay, so you can see I'm turning them off now and it's affecting the design. Okay, so we have this, we have this, we have this. Okay, so this is basically all that there is to the design, and white background. So currently I'm using a 4x5 portrait size. Okay, so for you to get this particular size I'm currently using, you can click on File and click on New, or the shortcut key is Ctrl+N. Okay, so to create this particular size I'm using, you come here and add 1080 by 1350, and you can use 150 pixels as your resolution if you are doing this for a social media or online post. Okay, so this is quite equivalent to 4x5, but you can use 4x5 inches here for your dimension. So it's the same thing. Then you can click on Create. Now you're going to have this. So this is what I did to get this particular size. Okay, so now this is the background, the white background that you get by default anytime you create a Photoshop document. Majorly you always get the white background, so I changed this background to a purple. Now let's look at this image. This is the first image. Of course, I've removed the background of this image. So this is the leading image, and I wanted to use this image in the background. So the first thing I did was to remove the background, and I changed the blend mode of this image to saturation. So saturation gave me just some outline of the image. So I just needed like the outline or reflection of the image around, okay, to be as the base background of the design. Then I added these shapes. Now these are just normal shapes that I drew, but then I used a blend mode for the shape also. Okay, so just like this is the default shape that we have, and just your normal rectangular shape. Okay, so what I did was to change the blend mode. When I drew the shape together, you can see I checked different blend mode and I arrived at lighter color. So you can see from here, lighter color, and I reduced the opacity to 50%. So this is before. This is how the shape looks like on the image, and with the opacity reduced to 50%, it's going to give us something like this to blend with the background. So like I said, the image in the background, you can see I just needed the outline of that image. Okay, because I'm going to keep something directly on top of it. So let's proceed. Now at the bottom here, I added some brushes down. Okay, so this is just to darken the bottom here, so you can see before, after, and I took it a step further again by drawing a rectangle. Okay, let me disable the layer mask. So I just drew a rectangle like this, and I added the layer marks to it, and I brushed off some parts. So this way is going to give me that dark effect from the bottom upwards. And we have this element. Okay, so we have this element. Now this element is like one of the leading elements on the design. Okay, so I have this element here, and I wrote happy birthday. So if you can see on my layers panel here, there are two happy birthdays here. One is the major. Let's zoom in so that we'll see what we did there. So this is the main happy birthday, right? So I duplicated it. Let me do that here now. So I duplicated this happy birthday, and that's the one here at the bottom. Let me drag this one but downwards. I went to filter. So from my filter, blur, and then motion blur. So you can rasterize this. So motion blur, I make sure that my angle is set to 0%. Okay, so 0% so that we can have this like this. Then you can add motion blur. So that's what I did. I added motion blur under it, and we have this. So the next thing is my image here. So I did quite of amazing things on this image. Actually, you can see that the image is inside. Now on my layers panel here, you can see that the image is grouped and converted to a smart object. So let's look at the smart object. Okay, so this is the image. So what I just did was basically, okay, I had this shape and I have this. This is the frame that I have outside. So I place this image inside. I made sure some part of the image is outside. Okay, then I now had to cut, let's say with my rectangular, no, with my marquee tool here. Yeah, with my rectangular marquee tool, you can select this part that is outside and just do Ctrl plus J or Command plus J and bring it to the front. Okay, so this is what I did that brought a part of this image outside the frame. Okay, so let's save this and go back to the image. So that's what I just did there to get this particular effect, pop out effect. Then we have the name. Now on this name I added a gradient and a drop shadow. So you can see that the color of the name flows from this purple to this white. Okay, so it's in line with what we have here, the purple feel and all of that. So that's what inspired the gradient feel like that. And we have the other surname here. Then of course we have the dates. Okay, we have the dates. Then let's see this is my logo here. Okay, so this is my logo, and August 15th. Okay, August 15th, 2026, as at the time of recording this video. So I added this light effect. This a normal lens flare. Let's look at it. So it's just something like this. I wanted to use this before, but I changed the direction of what I wanted to create with it, so that's why I just kept it there. So this is another game changer in the design. Okay, so this is a half tone, more like a half tone effect. I have a tutorial on how you can create this effect, on how you can use this particular effect on your design. So I'm going to drop that tutorial here now. You can click the link that is popping up this video to access the tutorial on how you can create this particular effect. Okay, so with this effect I added a layer mask. As you can see that I brushed off the face area and I changed the blend mode to soft light. You can see. Okay, so soft light is the blend mode here. So that gave us that balance around the design. So look at this. Without that effect, the design is like this. Okay, but a little bit flat, right? So I added this and gave it that balance. Then I added this little plus icon, like this birthday +1, Okay, so it's like a chat bot with the plus icon. I just added it here to create some sense of balance around this. I added color lookup and added levels on the design. So this is just some final touch-ups on the design. Okay, and we have this. So this is like a camera raw effect that I do on top of my design. Like at the end of the whole design, I added this to just finalize things, to make it pop up the more, so you can see before and after. So this is before the particular effect, and then after that you can see how it's popping up, and he gave the design this polish pop-up effect. Then the last one I did here is change the whole design to grayscale, like black and white, like what we have here. So you can see, so this is the default design and this is the pop-up effect on the design. So this generally gave us the whole thing on the design. All right, so I hope I've been able to communicate a thing or two with this design. So if you have any question for me, kindly drop it in the comment section of this video, and if you need any more clarification, you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so that anytime I drop a new video you will get notified. Okay, so until I come your way again, this is AP Media. I will see you in the next one.